Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. Bringing the 8R back up to the main farm, the central farm. I guess we'll call it the central farm, not really the main farm. Bringing it back up to the central farm. I'm going to put it on a planter, get it rocking and rolling. I've got the seeder running right now. I did buy a seeder. I've got another planter running right now. Bought another planter. Bought another couple of planters, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Gonna get this swapped out with the deer planter. And start working on soybeans with this. I've got the T8 New Holland planting corn north of the central farm here. And then I'm doing grass and alfalfa out there as well. Fun times on the farm. Fun times. Drop that there. Drop that right there. Good morning, Big Al. Good morning, Twitchy. How's it going? I think all I need to do is go pick up some seeds. Uh-oh, did it just start raining? It just started raining or hailing or something. Well, when is that gonna end? Looks like it should be over by at least 10 o'clock. So let me go sleep till 10. Let me go take a nap. And let's see, 9:30. What about 9:30? Let's try 9:30. See if it goes away by then. Think it's done. Yep. It's supposed to be sunshiny now. I could tell when it started getting a little framey there. I was like, whoa. Alright, let me actually go pick up some seed, and I did get a little bit of liquid fert for the new things. I've got this processing for both solid and liquid fert now. So, there goes Fuzzy running around. We bailed the entire world yesterday. You can tell it must have rained hard because we got puddles in the road. It's very shiny like it's wet. Updated your drivers so you can harvest your cotton now. Awesome. Go ahead and put some seed in here. Liquid fert too. Oh yeah, I got those. Offloaded there. Yesterday. Alright, trying to bring my little dashboard up there. some seed now. I think I need to repair something. A little low in the repair board. No, I think it's the tractor itself. This tractor has been, how many hours we got on this tractor now? Probably a lot. We got 70 hours. That down a little bit. Alright, let's go start on the beans. I've got grass over here. That'll be our new grass field, because the grass fields that we had down south, we mowed those one last time yesterday, and they are no more. So this will be our new grass field there, and then right next to it will be the alfalfa field. So that field kind of L's off that way. We'll have a big chunk of alfalfa there, and then we'll still have grass around most of our fields that we can mow, so we'll have plenty of grass. We have plenty of grass now. Kind of got crazy and mowed the world yesterday. Well, that meant Fuzzy had to bale the world yesterday. There's still bales sitting up north. There's some few grass bales and some straw bales sitting up north. Plowed a field and pushed a lot of them around the edges of it, and there's another field up there that's still got the straw bales out in the middle of it. So those need to be picked up, and we'll do some plowing. So this is the beginning of this field now, so this has all been merged into one big field. I need to go get that tractor with the plow on it after I get this rolling, because we are going to merge some more fields together. Alright, let's do... Yeah, I guess the zero would work. What, automatic has it going north and south anyway, so let's just go ahead and do 0. Switch this. Yep, that's already on soybeans. So we'll hire that out. And go get that tractor. So yeah, I got grass there, alfalfa going into that field there, and then corn going into this field up here north of the farm. I think I'm going to do corn behind the central farm, and then soybeans here, and then soybeans over here, but I'm going to merge these two together before we start planting over here. So I need to go grab the other tractor with the plow on it, and it's up here. Ah, there's a save. Enter vehicle. So I'm gonna plow this field manually real quick. And I'm probably gonna come back and do some expansion up here before we plant anything. Steering assist. Go 90. I'll probably just end up pushing a lot of these bales along here. This is the last one that actually needs to be plowed. Up here, yep. Got all the ones around it plowed. Going good, Adam. Good morning. How's it going? Yeah, we still got money, and we bought a lot of things, bought a lot of equipment, built some buildings, and hopefully we'll get into doing some more stuff today. I think the first production we probably need to get is going to be the cotton in the clothes shop. Really want to start on the big project. And I've only talked about this a little bit in some of the past YouTube videos. But we got a big project we're going to work on here. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and merge these fields together. That lined up with the edge. Sure, that's going straight south. Okay. Yeah, actually, let me. I wonder why my line wouldn't populate there. Go back down to this other end, and I'll go ahead and take that strip out there. Here you go. I'll have to reload my lines, but that'll be fine. It'll be a new field. Instead of just these two small fields, it'll be now one decent sized field. We can call it a big field. It's probably still considered a small field, but actually could merge it with that one back there. But I think I'll wait until we get rid of the trees there and maybe a little bit of that. let's reload this field. Go. I think it's kind of square, so I still think east and west would be fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hire this out. 90, do that. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about the big project. What's the big project? Good morning, crazy. So, merging the fields, it's a project. It's not the big project, though. So, we've merged a lot of fields together. A lot of fields. We're going to merge more. Probably going to merge those two together there. Those two together there. But the big project is actually in the title of the map itself, Ringwoods. So we've got this log road that goes all the way around the map, right? This is what makes Ringwoods. It's surrounded by woods. It's just meant for logging. It's meant for riding your ATV around, or whatever you want to do with it. But it's basically a logging road. There's little piles of logs up there too. But what we want to do is take the fields that border that area. So like these fields up here, see these fields like that, and then we want to expand those fields to where they're a little more efficient. So that's going to be the goal here. That's going to be the big project. It's taking these fields. Now, will they be straight? Yeah, some of them will be, maybe. They'll be a little straighter. Try to straighten them out a little bit. Some of them we can't. Some of them will probably go along with the curve, like this curve right here. There's actually, if you go down there and look at this, what's the closest thing down there? Let me tab down to this. Down to this field right here. Yeah, this way. Take a little run through the woods. Oh, there's a save. You can really feel them when you're running, even more so than in a vehicle. So here's the log road. This is what makes Ringwoods. Surrounded by trees. There's one of the stacks of logs I was talking about. There's little kind of open areas down here too that you could set up, your logging equipment and whatnot if you want to. But apparently there's, you got this large lake out here too. So there's that. It goes all the way down here. I think we can actually swim out in it a little bit. Oh yeah. Go for a little swim. Had my Wheaties this morning. Alright, it's a little dirty too. It's got a lot of algae or the green stuff down the bottom there. But anyway, yeah, this road just keeps going, and now this road curves up a little higher down here on the south side. So yeah, it kind of curves up like that. So I think the rule, what we're going to set is, we're only going to remove trees north of that log road. We will keep this log road and the trees on that side of it and not cut those, because it adds to the aesthetic of the map too. So these trees over here, fair game. Those trees over there, not. So what we can't do, we can't cut through there. That would be getting rid of the road. We're going to keep the road. I think, and also the rule I'm going to set here is all the trees from south of the railroad track. So when you look at the railroad track, matter of fact, there comes the train right there. The railroad track runs right through there, right? It comes down here. So basically anything around the Ringwoods logging road on the north side of the border of that track right there. So there's the track. It actually runs down past that field there. And then the railroad runs kind of through town, the north side of town there. Then it comes up through there and goes over that way. All of these trees up here, we will do the traditional logging. everywhere else. So from this side of the railroad track there and down, we will probably be working on just clearing them out, working on some chips, doing our wood chip game. We got to do a lot of wood chipping down here in that corner anyway. But yeah, I think we're just going to come in and chip those out. So coming all the way around this way, all the way up to a point up here, because up here somewhere, we can go to that field right there, barley field. Got a lot of trees to remove on the north and south side of this barley field. I think we'll probably hold off on that until we harvest the field. But somewhere on this side, the rocks start up, and I don't know where. But look, I mean, look at this. Most of the land, like on the inside of the ring, so the interior part of that log road, that Ringwoods road, is going to be arable. So you can turn it into a field. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, here's where the rocks start. So we'll start this up to a point here. So we probably won't do a whole lot through there, because we can't really get rid of the rocks. So where is this at? So basically it's just past where this barley field starts. But anywhere, if we want to go maybe more interior right here around these rocks, kind of keep it straight, or curve it around and keep it straight. And then the rocks really start more up here. Kind of a drop off. Yeah, right there. And they really drop off back here. Very rocky. Very mountainous. Yeah, very mountainous. Lot more rocks. It'd be cool if there was like a cave up here or something with gold or something, you know. I bet there's a golden apple. You know what? We never went back and looked for those golden apples. There are golden apples out here. Alright, so yeah. We'll leave the railroad track, of course. And then we'll work on removing some of these trees. So that's the plan. Which is map? This map is Ringwoods 4X by Stevie. Show you the map here. So there's the map. We're in the process. It's planting time, so we're planting corn, soybeans, grass and alfalfa, and then we're going to work on other things, but kind of getting into the full planting mode, I guess you would say now. So that's the plan. And the question was asked yesterday, if you didn't see yesterday, where are we going next? What's going to be our next map? And I thought about it, and I was like, I really haven't really looked, but I've kind of got one in mind. But it's not time yet. It's not time yet. In the future, we will probably maybe announce that, or we'll just one day go there. So yeah, stay tuned. If you want to see where we go, you'll have to watch. All right. I guess I'll take this back down south. Actually, you know what? I think the 8R needs fuel. I'll go run by there and fuel it up. Every time I look at the dashboard, I think back to that movie, The Santa Claus, with Tim Allen, and how he had a cookie cocoa dispenser. I want a cookie cocoa dispenser in my Gator. Or in my tractor, or in my combine, or in my wheel loader, or excavator, whatever we're driving at that moment. It would be really cool to have a cookie cocoa dispenser. You know, you're driving down the road, there's a little chill in the air. Got a cookie cocoa dispenser. You're ready to go. Or a pizza thing. Ooh, we need like a pizza oven in the back. Okay, so cookie cocoa dispenser in the dash right there, right? And then we can have like a little pizza thing in the back. So whatever kind of pizza you want, you know, have it preloaded with all the preloaded freeze-dried ingredients. And then you press a button on your phone or on the box, and then it'll be like beep boop beep boop, and then you have a pizza. Dude, it's a pizza going down the road. Wonder if they've ever considered that, like, okay, like a pizza delivery, but you bake the pizza in the vehicle. Wouldn't that be cool? I think so. Okay, now I just gotta find that tractor. Where's he at? Oh, he's right there, dude. We're like approaching each other like perfectly. It's like it was meant to be. A little mid-air refueling here. Fuel now. Yep, 100% on fuel. Cool. I'll leave that right there. Check on the other tractor. Looks like he got done. All right, let's go merge another field together. Yeah, eventually we'll merge these together, but I kind of want to work around on the trees up here a little bit, and then we can expand it at the same time. So. We'll take the north road. Kind of got a map picked out. Am I going faster than the school bus? I am going faster than the school bus. What's the speed limit up here? I'm going 33. Feels like it should be like 55 right through here. Alright, the stop signs are not out and the lights are not flashing, so I can technically go around him. Not illegal to pass a school bus as long as the lights are not flashing. 25 or 30? I feel like 30. It felt like he was going only slightly slower than me, so it's probably 30. Wish I could find like a speed limit sign. Great demand at Mary's Grain Tower. I wish it would say what it was for, though. Because there's so much stuff in the list. It needs to say, you know, back in the day it used to say, like, great demand for wheat at the train station. Or great demand for canola at the restaurant, you know. Yeah, it gave you, you know, what they wanted, and, you know, what the great demand was for and where it was at. I wish it would still do that, because now we know there's a great demand there, but we don't know what it's for. It could be anything. Yeah, go ahead and drop it back down to 220. It's okay for right now. But I think loading those bales, it'll only load one size bale at a time. But if we're just putting them straight into the grain thing there anyway, and then pulling it out loose, it's not that big of a deal. But try to keep it at 220, because in the future, you know, if we ever get away from, you know, if we ever go to another map that's not a Stevie map, which I'm sure we'll do, we'll want to have those bales set to 220. Because if we ever decide to wrap the bales again, and we have all of our bales and they're 240, you can't wrap the bales at 240. So I don't know that, you know, we'll wrap bales again, but we might. It's a possibility. So yeah, I guess that'll just have to be something we'll decide how we want to do it. Will we have like the harvest storage silo? Are we going to wrap the bales? It just depends. Which field? It's this one right here that we're at. And that could be a problem, because that field actually sits over a little more. So we're going to have to actually plow this down all the way to the corner down there. Try to keep it straight. You gotta keep it neat. Yeah, this field sits a little more out, or this one sits a little more in. But to keep it straight on the edge, we'll have to take it out a little more. Could go back through with the Perfect Edge mod and paint it, but I don't like just painting something and like leaving it. We kind of did that on Gage, Kentucky, and I never went back and added the grass to it. Do it this way, there'll still be grass there, and we get a little more field. Gotta try to curve this in down here. That'll work. Merge these two into each other. This one we're keeping the road in between right there, so we have a straight artery over to the central farm there, over to this west side. If we don't do that, we'll have to go up here and go around and go down and come around through there, or we'll have to go through here and go up and then go the same way again, or we'll have to go way down south down here and take this highway back up through here. So yeah, we could merge all. You could merge all this together. It's just a field road. It's not like a paved highway. So if you wanted to merge all these together, you could, but we're gonna keep that road. Can't wait for FS26. Gotcha. Good morning, Lukey Stew. How's it going? Fluky. Is that you know what you hawk up and spit out sometimes? No, that's a yeah. What is it called? That's a loogie. Never mind. Well, orange soda's gone. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I'm gonna have to line. Hopefully, this end down here is lined up better than that end was. And apparently the update to this map, there's now a 1004 update. It sounds like we need to update maybe after the crops are done if we want to update. Sounds like it kind of broke some stuff maybe a little. I think it's working fine for us. We may just keep this current version. Here, let's see that. 180. Yeah, this one kind of looks like it's over a little further too. We'll find out in just a second. Yeah, it's off by 1 furrow. Well, nope. Now it's off by 2 furrows. I'll have to come back and patch that up. Yeah, this thing, it's wanting to pull to the right. That happens sometimes. That must have pulled to the left. What is going on? I think it's the fact that it's already been plowed. Maybe that's it. No worries, I'm getting close to the corner down here. Got all the bales in? I picked up a lot of bales yesterday. Manually from here. That'll work. Is the case done? Nope. He might have ran out of some seed though. Fix these little spots first before I forget. Okay. Go put some stuff in him. Bet that's what's wrong. Yep, he ran out of everything. Seed and fertilizer. see if we got enough to fill this up first. Oh yeah. Got enough for that front tank, hopefully. Oh yeah, we got plenty of solid fertilizer. And now, seeds. I guess we need to get that process going next. What does that take? Oh wow. So you can literally lose. You can use anything. Wheat, poppy, soybeans, sorghum, spelt, oats, rye, barley. I would say barley. Can you do corn? Oh, you can do corn. Okay. So I would say corn would probably be the highest yielding thing that we could put in there. Corn and barley, probably, I would say. I don't think we're going to waste our time putting soybeans in there because they're a low yield crop, and plus we want to take our beans and dry them. So, but yeah, we'll get that process rolling. Matter of fact, here real quick. You know what? I could have drove down here. Let me just drive down here, and I'll go pick up some seed at the store. I don't think we have any corn. We got a lot of poppy. We don't need poppy for anything else, do we? I don't think so. We got a lot of poppy. Let's haul one load of poppy up there and I guess start it on that. You want to haul one truckload of poppy to the seed maker? I don't know what the yield is like on poppy, but yeah, take one truckload of poppy up there to the seed maker. We got like 1.6 million liters of poppy. We had that big field that we harvested, so we can throw that in there. Kimmy was asking yesterday. I know she was watching, and I guess she joined at a point where maybe we had already sold our wood chips. And she was like, how did he get all that money? Well, we sold our wood chips. There's money in wood chips. There's a little bit of a bonus here being on a Stevie map, but it's not much. I think the average price on wood chips, you know, if you got to sell them at the right time of the year. I think an average map, I think that the high price now is like right at 1,000, or just over 1,000, just under 1,000, somewhere in there. Here on Stevie's maps, they usually go around 1,600, just over 1,600. So. There. Can we still plant oats, I wonder? I think we can, but they'll just be late oats. Let me go and look and see. It's one of the March crops that you're gonna plant it, you need to plant it. How's that 8R doing? He's down to 20% on the seed. And we won't have wood chips forever. That's where the dried soybeans come in at. Can dry the corn, sell that for a better price. And we'll use a lot of the corn for silage as well. Be able just to hire this right back out from where it left off. Alright. Corn's still going. And let me tab back over to the plow. If all goes according to plan, we're planting soybeans over here, and then we can plant soybeans over here, and then we'll do corn up here, and that leaves the entire rest of the world to decide what we want to do, except for where there's plants already growing. So we've got what do we got over here? Spelt down there, I think. We got spelt growing down there, barley growing over there, green beans growing up there. We got canola there. We got onions and I think wheat. No, more spelt. We'll have more spelt. And then we have just a ton. Oh yeah, and the rye down there. Just a ton of stuff that we can plant. Alright, we got the poppy in there. Gotta find the one that says poppy. That one right there. Alright, so we'll start making our own seeds here. Why does that stop? Oh, it needs liquid fertilizer, so we gotta wait. You gotta have liquid fertilizer to make seeds. So I think we are making some now, or we will be. It's kind of like a production process. You gotta have digestate, water, slurries, stuff like that to make the fertilizer, and then you gotta have the fertilizer to make the seeds. So you need this to have that, and that to have this. Like the production chain. I remember the days of Global Company. You guys remember those days? Some of you do. Pretty sure that was a PC only thing, but I'm sure a lot of you probably remember the Global Company days. It really depended on what you wanted to do, but you could have, there were all kinds of different things with the Global Company. You're in those days? Yeah, when did Productions come along? Productions came with 22, right? Pretty sure the Productions came with 22. So we had the global company back in 2019. Well, let's say 2019. Farming Simulator 19. When we had the global company stuff. I almost feel like writing a song. You know, like the Sons of Liberty song that they sung in Johnny Tremaine. We are the sons the sons of liberty. Kind of want to write one about the global company. We raise the price, the global company. Okay, you got some liquid fert in there. Yeah, you do. I think that was the poppy one right there. Yep. All right. So now we're rocking and rolling some seeds. I remember the custom geos though; those were nice to have. So depending on what part of the world you were in, you could create a custom geo for that part of the world, for like the seasons and stuff. Maybe write it as a song like, what's that song from that Pocahontas movie? The Virginia Company, and just replace it with the Global Company. The Virginia Company, the Global Company. I think I've only got one more field to merge. After this one for now. Those two right there. Eventually I need to look and see what kind of road goes through there. If it's a paved road, it might be a paved road. Maybe we won't be able to merge those. Kind of our rule. We don't merge paved roads. But I could start merging some of these smaller ones out there. Kind of holding off on that though, because if I want to, and I really do, I kind of want to expand those areas. I mean, we've got time if we hold that outside area, the fields on those to more of the winter crops. We've got time. Or we could just let those fields follow until the next year. So. Yeah. It could be a mod conflict with the old seasons. That's back when it was from Realismus Modding. Wonder what those guys are up to nowadays. Still doing mods, or I know that when they brought seasons to the in-game part of the game, that kind of closed the door, I guess, on their stuff. At least, regarding season. I do miss that little tool that they had with it, though. You could point it at the field and like measure like the weeds, and the main thing I used it for was measuring like ground elevation, so that I could go to one part of a piece of land and go to another part of it and check the elevation just to see, where I needed to be at. Where, if I had one part where I was like, okay, I want my whole field to be this height or at this elevation, then I could say, well, it's 100 feet above sea level, and go to the other part. And if it's 110 feet above sea level, and that means there's going to be an uneven area. And if you wanted it flat, you can make it flat. That lined up perfectly until it went off there a little. There we go. Alright, let me go to the north end. Okay. Oh yeah, that one could conflict with a lot of things. I could see. You're using real time mod and you are trying to use the seasons mod with that. I could see that kind of complicating some things. Why is that off a furrow? Let's say I'd probably have to come back and fix that, but it looks like it's off a furrow anyway. Kinda off a furrow down here. Well, we'll take it over one more. Gotcha. No, but we can, Fuzzy. Give me just a second. And I'm going to fix that. Sure, there's no more areas here. I think we're good there. Here, let's get some more seed. All right, there's some seed at the shop. Right, got that area. Take a look around here. So that's that field. Probably hold off on that side. Hold off on that side probably too. He's finishing up the alfalfa there. The barley and the canola will be ready to harvest in June. And maybe the rye. Not going to have a lot of rye. That's the thing. I kind of want to just go ahead and merge it all together, but I've got something somewhere in the way. So I've got the rye there in the way, so I can't merge all of these together yet. I could merge those if I wanted to, maybe. But I think I've got some more trees to remove. Yeah, I know I've got a lot of trees to remove down there, but I think there's more trees to remove north of there. Yeah, I'm just going to wait on that. Hold off. Take the railroad tracks back home. Don't try this at home, kids. Hope this tractor's skinny enough to get through all these little box points on the side of the rails here. Takes me back to our hobo days when me and Phil were riding the rails. We decided to settle down and become farmers. So we settled in a little place called Frankenmuth. Let's see, where... Gotta find the things. So there's the tailor shop. It's right in front of me. Where is the spinnery? There's the carpentry. The oil production. That's the tater chip plant. There's the spinnery. So the spinnery is just... They're kind of in the inner part of the town there. So yeah, this is the tailor shop. We'll buy that. Alright, and then we will go buy the spinnery. this is where we dump the bales at there. Where do you... Is it? Yep. Okay. So let's start making clothes. Where's she gonna stop? Right in the middle of the road. Love how the traffic works on here. Farming Sim, they just gotta do better. Got to go back to that no traffic policy. And it's funny because I downloaded a mod. I don't know, do you have to activate that mod? I guess I need to do a little more reading up on that. I downloaded the mod that if we had neighbors, they would be in their fields, right? And then I think that same mod author did the other mod, which makes the traffic, you can keep it on, but it makes them like phase throughable. I think it turns off their collision. I'll just take that 7R there. We got plenty of fuel. Nope, needs fuel. Why are those not... Oh, there they go. Okay, so we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bales a time at a go with this. On realistic. You could put this on unrealistic, and then you could add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you could add 3 to the top. Maybe 4. I don't know. But it makes it super tall. And you don't want that. Okay. You have to activate them in the settings menu somewhere. I know I saw the tab for the neighboring fields one, but didn't see it. Didn't have any options on it because we don't have any more neighbors. And I guess there wasn't anything at that time of the year going on either. So where is the thing at? Just bought the place and I'm already lost. There's the church. Okay, so there's the tailor shop. So the spinnery should be down here behind the fire department. Yep, there it is. Oop, gotta turn. Right there. Before I dump these in there. Let's go change the output mode. We want to put all of that on distributing, even though we're only going to activate one. We're only going to activate the cotton because I don't think we have any wool. And I don't think we want any wool, so don't. We probably need to just sell our sheep, I'll be honest. Where is the quickest way to get into that? Need to do a loop through there. Let's kind of plot this out. I hear some sirens down there. So, whoa. Come on, school bus. Go. Are you trying to turn here? Oh, he's trying to turn there. Okay. Everybody's trying to turn here. What is going on? Is this like a field trip with all the parents and chaperones following behind? What's going on? So I could either turn in at the playground and then come up here and make a right somewhere. There's a spinnery right there. So I could come in and make a right here. Dump the cotton off. And then just make a right on the street coming out of there. I guess it depends on how we want to do it. I'll go the opposite direction next time. Well, you can hear, I guess that's the fire department sirens going off. You do pass the fire department right here. Morning, Steven. How's it going? Morning, Tech. Alright, that seems to work. So we'll take the street just past the bowling alley, and then the spinnery is just kind of catty corner from the fire department. I may end up selling that methane tank. I don't think there's anything methane-wise that we use or that we need methane for. And I do need to change the tailor shop over. Let's see, tailor shop, there we go. Change output mode, we want to sell those. We'll just leave that on directly selling. is. I was like, where's the thing? Can you bring up the map? Something doesn't look right for the fields 28 and 20 just south of the shop. Yeah, that's not right. What's he doing way over there? What are you doing, sir? For some reason, he decided to jump fields and come over here. I'll have to go back and replant some corn here. Wonder why he did that. So he went through my grass field. Wonder why he did this. This is where he came out. I'm guessing he turned around down here and came through here. Why did he do this? Like he completely ignored where he had already planted and just kept going in a straight line across the field here. That's weird. Wonder if I can change this back to grass and fix that. Let me see if I can get him to finish this alfalfa field first. Never seen a hired worker skip a field that bad though. Yeah, he got paid. Let me see if I can get this alfalfa finished here. What's he doing? Where's he going? Yeah, he's doing straight lines. East and west. Let me take off that headland there, see if that fixes it. It looks like he's gonna go now. Never had one do that. Let's see, is that guy, where's the corn guy at? He's like across the road up here. Yeah. I don't know if they collided or what, but I'm gonna have to get him going again. Shut him off right there for a minute. Yeah, I've never had one screw up that bad. I've never had him jump fields and plant another field. I'm gonna babysit this one for a minute. He seems to be doing okay right now. Let's see if I can directly replant. Maybe plant over that. Anytime now, tractor. Where are you going? Did I see the stuff that custom released today? No, I hadn't. Got the Tiger Mate cultivator, the anhydrous tanks. Is that it? Is that all I'm seeing? So those will do liquid fert or anhydrous looks like. Did they ever release the John Deere air drill? coming soon. I don't know what that planter's doing up there. What are you doing? You've already planted all this. Let me see if I can see directly back over where he went through there. Well, he is putting grass back in. See if he tries to plant this here. Yep, so that's what he's gonna do. Looks like he's treating it as like a seed bed. And he is planting corn. Now where are you going? Alright, tell you what, we're gonna take over. What? All the vehicles on the roads have stopped? Did we break the game? Are we breaking the game? Maybe we're breaking the game. I don't know. I don't even know where I left my John Deere tractor with the cotton bales at. I may be blocking traffic down there somewhere. Okay, that's... I'll fix the rest of this. Hopefully, we can try this back out right here. Let's see, where did I leave the cotton bales at? Where's the fire department? There's the fire department. Okay, there's the tractor, there's the cotton bale thing. I don't see any traffic. Where are they stopped at on your screen, Fuzzy? Anybody got a recommendation for a map to play on Xbox? There is a new one that just came out. Can't remember who put it out, but it's an American map. Pretty decent one. Just came out within the past, well, this past week, yeah. Yeah, Alma's good. Iowa Plains View is good. Trying to remember the name of that other map now. It's called the Rolling Farmlands of Michigan. Papes Farming Mods put that out. Yeah, take a look at that one. South of the farm. They're still moving on my screen. All looks good to me. You don't know how to start playing Farming Simulator? Just grab you usually, start on easy, start with your starting equipment. You can do the farm tour at the beginning. Basically, yeah, it's just a little bit to it. Grab your starting equipment and go. I mean, no real wrong way to play Farming Simulator. If you own a field and it's ready to harvest, you can harvest it and you can turn around and sell that grain. Eventually you'll get to the point where you can sell it at the right time of the year and make more money on it. And then you replant whatever you want to harvest. Make sure you got a harvester that'll harvest that crop and fertilize it. No, I would do New Farmer. If you don't know how to start, definitely do New Farmer. Don't do Farm Manager. Sounds like you're not ready to manage a farm yet. Just do New Farmer. Tell you what, the best way to learn, do some contracts. Go in and select some of the fertilizing contracts. Do some of the plowing contracts, planting contracts, cultivating contracts, harvesting contracts. I would just go in and just start working the contracts, and you can use your neighbor's equipment. Get kind of a feel for what kind of equipment you like, what you like doing, and Yeah, just go in and do some contracts. You'll make money on them. Alright, hopefully he's got that worked out now. So I'm going to take my first break. YouTube, you guys, thanks for watching. We'll come back and hopefully have this corn somewhat planted. Yeah, YouTube, we'll see you in the next video. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you later, YouTube.